Well, welcome back to the Mindcrack. We're back on the Mindcrack server. The monstrosity that is the archaeology looms above us, and we've got a pumpkin farm yet unfinished. What say you, Zed Camera? This is the part where you speak. Hey, this is the part where you say something. Maybe if we listen real closely. Listen real close. Listen very closely. We're inside his brain. We can hear his thoughts. Zed Camera, will you ever speak to us? What happened to you as a child that makes you so silent your whole life? Okay, maybe if we leave him alone for a while, he'll work up the confidence to tell us what's on his mind. Anyway, okay, so we're on the Mindcrack server, and I've got a pumpkin farm I want to finish. It's going to balance out the farms on this side rather nicely. I did some enchanting just now. Here's a clip. Shovel number 1. And 3 lapis lazuli. Unbreaking 3 silk touch 1. Shovel number 2. And 3 lapis lazuli. Fortune 2. Fantastic. Alright, shovel number 3. Efficiency 3 unbreaking 3. Excellent. Shovel number 4. Unbreaking 3, Fortune 2, Efficiency 4, excellent. Shovel number 5. Efficiency, Unbreaking, and Fortune. Shovel number 6. Unbreaking, Efficiency, and Fortune. Very, very good. And let's make a pick. Efficiency, Fortune, and Unbreaking. Magnificent. Alright, that's what I did, and even a little more. No, not this chest, this chest. Here's all the stuff I repaired and or made from scratch. I also repaired my sword, my bow, my picks and whatnot, my armor. Here's all the things. Repaired this chest plate, which was sitting in a chest. We got a pick, a pick, a pick, another pick, another work pick. Oh my god, a pickaxe, and a pick, and then a shovel, a shovel, a shovel, a shovel, a shovel, oh my god, a shovel, and a super duper shovel. Now, we've got a pumpkin farm to finish. We've got to make the routing so it goes into this storage column. But first, I'm a little low on sand. I'm a little low on glass. We need the sand for the glass. I'm in a hole. Let's go get some sand for some glass.
Montage music. Exciting music. Montage music. Montage music. Montage music. Montage music.
Okie dokie, all of the item acquisition type stuff is done, at least for now. But before we finish building the shell around this guy, this pumpkin farm, I need to hook up the wiring to set it off, to trigger it, and also the item routing system to bring the items back down to the storage column over there. So I built half of this thing a while ago in one of my previous episodes, and I did the other one on a live stream while I was talking to the chatty people. Okay, so here's basically how it works. Using the new piston blocks and piston mechanics, if you haven't seen this before. So one click, all of them go. Not that many pistons for a farm this big. Before the new piston block mechanics, you would have to have 1 piston per pumpkin, so that's actually kind of cool. I think that probably makes it less laggy, although I don't really know. Anyway, okay, so the redstone starts right here for now, and it tunnels underneath here and triggers that piston, which does this side, and then it runs around under the edge. I built a little tunnel for the redstone right here, and hits the other one. So they're not going off at exactly the same instant, but once we put up the stained white glass shell and the water around it, you're not going to be able to tell. You won't actually be able to see it going off. Maybe you'll be able to hear it if you're close enough, but you won't be able to see anything. So that's not a big deal. And that works. And then we've got to have the item routing so that we can get things back to our storage column. All right, we have to contain these guys to make them duplicate themselves into source blocks. Otherwise, they're just going to flow that way. All right, I only need one bucket now. So there you can go. There you go. There's the item routing stage 1. Basically just a shelf, gonna push them down this way. All of the pumpkins fall in here. These used to be slabs. I replaced them with full blocks just so that no items got stuck in that little gap there. Those are all gonna flow off. I could have put ice on the floor here to make them flow faster, but it's not really a big deal how fast they're going. And then there's gonna be a source block right there, doing that. Now why is that doing that? Why is that linking up like that? It didn't used to do that, I don't think. When I've done systems like this. Maybe it's because I always had it one block lower, but anyway, it shouldn't matter. That's a visual thing. The actual routing shouldn't be any different. Can I get this source back? Actually, I don't need another source. Okay, anyway. So that's gonna come there, and since I've done that, we can do this. Like that. I always want this. You know what? All right, where's my ender pearls? This is... I'm getting nowhere doing it like this. Oops. I always want the source block under, kind of like in a little cave, because if you're right at the edge, sometimes the blocks won't get pushed if they're there. So I always want that initial source block to be like one block receded, like that. Okay, that should work fine. Yeah, now they're not connecting here. This block doesn't have a little graphic because it's 2 blocks lower. But it shouldn't matter. I don't think it's going to change anything. I think all the blocks should still flow this way. And then we'll need the other water bucket here. And this one's the same. I have it kind of hidden. Sometimes if you're right here, like if you throw an item, I'll just throw this. Like right there, sometimes that can get stuck. Maybe they fixed the mechanics. Maybe that doesn't happen anymore. I don't know. But I know it used to happen. So for right now, I'm going to keep that open until I get the redstone hooked up all the way. But those are going to come all the way down here. And then plop down into that hopper storage column. And they're going to glitch a little bit along the way. Well, what game would this be if there weren't glitches? Okay, so that much is done. Next thing I need to do is I need to hook up a little wiring thingy here. Alright, I have the rest of the redstone hooked up. So it's now connected to the storage column redstone chain that comes up vertically and makes the chunk 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 sound that's so satisfying for whatever reason. So at the end of the storage column, this sand block gets pushed up and this redstone connects over to the piston, pushes that up, and I'll just simulate it. Does that, and it turns off that redstone torch right there, that one, which is now on. So it turns that off, and there's a mini little inverter chain. So there's this one on top of it. So this is being inverted, it's off. And that leads to this line, which we just showed, which links up to the farm. Right? So it's pretty simple. So when the redstone comes through, the one beneath here turns off, that turns on. All this turns on, the sticky blocks extend, and we get pumpkins. Okay, let's try it from down below. We're not going to be able to see anything. Or rather, we'll be able to see things, but not hear them. And once we put the glass on, we won't be able to hear them or see them or anything. And do we have random blocks just sitting around? Okay, so here we go. Let's see if I can actually see it from here. Yep, you can still see it through the bottom. Okay, and then let's climb back up to make sure that everything retracted properly and whatnot. Nothing got stuck. There's no block update mechanics that are making things stick in a position where I don't want them to be. Yeah, it did. Did it? Yes, it did. Okay. Houston, we have a problem. Okay, so slight fix. The vertical piston thing gets stuck sometimes when there's redstone blocks or power in general next to it. So whatever, we found the workaround. We just lowered the redstone line a little bit. Now it works. Let's try it out. See if we can... Whoa, what am I in? I'm in a furnace. Okay, and we should still be able to see it from the bottom, and it should all reset this time. There it goes. It didn't get stuck, did it? I didn't quite see the farm do its thing. Yeah, I'm not seeing the farm moving, but it should be. Okay, what's wrong now? Let's climb back up. Let's take a look. That should be working. That should be working. Possibly we exceeded the 15 limit. Block limit of the redstone. Nothing stuck in, like the pistons aren't stuck in a certain position here. So let's just say this. If we hit the piston down there, it's going to do this. That redstone's going to come around. That extended. So that's currently extended. This all works. And then if the block goes back down, it all pulls back. Maybe we're just too far away and it's happening too quickly. And we can't see it. But I think it works. Okay, so we've done that. Now, let's finish putting the shell around this thing with the white glass.
Montage music. Exciting music. Montage music. Montage music. Montage music. Montage music.
All right, there we go. So the cylinder's all done. Next thing to do will be to basically do what we've done before, which is to put the rings of the quartz. These are slabs. That's a slab. That's a stair. So bunch of quartz slabs, bunch of quartz stairs in this sort of cap, bottom cap, top cap position with the water flowing down out of dispensers. We'll do that. I think we'll do that next time though. Let's just let's take a little bit of an inventory check here. I've got 44 dispensers. No, I lie. I've got 50 and 41 droppers. Okay, that should be more than enough to do that. I guess I made a ton of them at once, just for future-proofing my base. And I've got a decent amount of stone. That should be good. I also need to finish up the cladding on the outsides. We're going to do both of those in one episode. We will finish that up. Basically, one of the original goals with this build was, besides all of the visual stuff, I wanted to keep the scaffolding to a minimum, and I want to finish things up one at a time, and then make it look nice and clean and pretty before we move on to something else. So we need to dress up these columns, connect them up to the different farms so that the farms aren't just floating. Or maybe the farms can be floating. Maybe that's okay. But we definitely need to pretty things up. Get rid of that scaffolding there. It's going to be night soon. Now that that's a big deal, I'm thinking I want to get rid of all this scaffolding too. I still don't have a reliable way up and a reliable way down. We may need to revisit the Ender Ascender system. Or maybe we'll do something with slime blocks and bouncing. Maybe. I'm not exactly sure. The slime block elevation things, slime block elevator things, they can be a little bit unreliable on a multiplayer server where the timings need to be very specific. So we might do something with ender pearls. I'm going to have to think about that. I think maybe it's time to get rid of some of this extra scaffolding, put some sort of finishing touches on that. And also I want to start beautifying the rest of the bottom of the landscape. So that's going to mean getting rid of these trees. And I want to do... I don't want to just continue spreading out these trees everywhere. Although the sort of the blocks we're using and the look we went for here is going to be the same look here, but I want to vary it up a little bit. I want to make a gigantic tree. Maybe I can get B00 to help. If I farm up a lot of wood and a lot of glass, maybe he would help me make a big one because he's good at that. So I think, just like these trees are made with that set of blocks, whatever, the acacia wood and the dyed glass, I want a big one here that's almost as tall. Basically, if we were standing on top of it, it would be this high. It would be almost this high. Something that big, something huge. But I'm going to need to do some farming for that. Let's take a look. Do I have... How much glass do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then some panes. So not a ton. I need to do some more farming. All of that glass, or all the sand that I farmed up, we used. That thing is... That little clip you just saw, the sped up one, is easily 30-some stacks of glass and sand. Both. And I've got some sand here, and so, oh, I guess I had some spillover glass, didn't I? Because I filled up my glass chest. Okay. Oh, this is a little better then. But this is still maybe not enough for that super big tree, so I'm going to need to do another trip to the desert. And let's see, we're done making that cylinder for now, so I can do this. Get rid of that. We have enough bricks. What about stained clay? 3 stacks of purple, but you know what? I could probably get rid of these because I put these chests up here when I didn't have my inventory up here, when we still had the old inventory down there in the little construction shack. Okay, I picked up all the items, and we can consolidate all this. There's no reason for this to be here now. We've got actual storage over there. I think this is the remnants of what Vex left when he left us some presents. The guy likes to eat chicken for some reason. Doesn't eat beef like a proper human being. Okay, so how many we got now? Oh, yeah, not even any. 0. 3 stacks may be enough, though, actually. But I will probably need to make more. I'll just make that as I need it. What else do we need? Cobblestone for the fences, or the... Not the fences, the walls. I have enough cobblestone to make some more. Okay. We're gonna need glowstone and or redstone lamps. Okay, I guess I made a bunch of those in bulk once before too. So I like to make things in bulk so that when I get in a situation like this, hey, I need to make this big thing, I need a ton of stuff. It's all kind of sitting there waiting for me. Okay, I think we have everything we need. We can work on that next time. And then maybe the time after that, we'll go back to working on downstairs, on the landscape down there, and also work on a vertical system and getting rid of the rest of this scaffolding, which is an eyesore. I want everything to be pretty and sheen and like shining in the sun or the moon, wherever the moon is. I guess it must be raining. I can't see the stars. Let's make it daytime. I have no idea how long this video is going to be, because all of that sand stuff, and I did all of the enchanting, that I spent like a couple hours off camera doing all that stuff. And then all of the editing down of the montage and building. I have no idea how long it's going to be. I hope it's not too short for you. But we will return to the Mindcrack server soon. Continue working on this guy. Finish these columns off. Get rid of the scaffolding. Make a huge tree. Prettify the base. Make a vertical... transportation system that works. Get rid of that thing. It's all gonna look magnificent. But we'll work on that next time. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.